Good morning, or good afternoon. Probably good afternoon, right? Okay, we are doing the Parthenon project today. So what do you need for the Parthenon project? Let's make sure we can go this down just a little bit. There we go. You need a black piece of paper or any construction paper that I gave you in your packet. There should be one piece of paper there. You need your Parthenon paper, and you need your Athena, okay? I'm going to show you a picture right now of what the Parthenon was in Greece. Right here, a picture, okay? Because this is a famous building inside of Greece. Actually, even in the Bible, talks about Paul going to Athens, and he sees these buildings because he saw all of the gods that they were worshiping. And he tried to talk to them about the fact that there's only one real God, but they didn't want to hear it, right? And even though we don't believe in the gods that they worshiped in the temples, we do need to learn about it because it's a famous part of history. And we can see that for every civilization that chose other gods, they eventually terminar their civilización because they didn't believe in the real God, okay? So the Parthenon is a huge, beautiful building. You saw the picture. And it is a temple. A temple to who? To the god of Athena, okay? That one right there. She is the god of wisdom and war. Wisdom and war at the same time. Wisdom is sabiduría and war, guerra, okay? So we don't believe in her as a god, but it was famous in Greece and it's important to know. So we're gonna build our own Parthenon today, okay? So that you can learn some things about the Parthenon. First of all, let's say that word, Parthenon. Parthenon. Because next week you're gonna do a video on Greece and I wanna see you talk about the Parthenon. Okay, so you take your piece of paper and we're going to fold it. This is how you're gonna fold it. You're gonna take the piece of paper on your table and you're going to bring it together in the middle, right here where it meets in the middle, okay? Just touches each other. And then fold those two parts down like this, right? You fold it down like this. Fold, 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 okay? So once you do that, then we're going to cut our Parthenon columns. Remember that the Greeks were famous for their architecture, arquitectura. Even the Romans, who were more powerful than the Greeks, because they're the ones that conquistaron the Greeks, wanted to copy the architecture of Greece, okay? You're gonna cut it like this first, right, and then cut it in half. You see that dotted line right there? You have to cut that in half. Okay? Okay, now you're gonna take glue and you're gonna put that on the back of your Parthenon columns. Put it on the back of both of them because I'm gonna show you what to do with them. Okay. Now what you're gonna do is, when you take this piece of paper, you're gonna put this in the middle of it. Okay? Right there in the middle, touching the middle right here, okay? And then you're gonna fold it back like this. Okay? So it touches the middle, it's in the middle, and it's folded back like this, okay? Then you're gonna go directly across on the other side and do the same thing. Like this, right? Put it right here, and then fold it back. so that you have your Parthenon that you're going to open, okay? And then we're going to put things in it that tell us about the Parthenon. Cool? Okay, now, while we're learning about the other parts about the Parthenon, because I'm going to read these things to you and explain them, you need to be cutting out all your squares. So go ahead and cut all your squares. It says that the Parthenon was 60 feet tall, 60 pies tall, which is 18 metros, 18 metros. That is very, very tall, you guys. Our houses, inside your house, inside the room that you're in right now, is probably 8 pies or 10 pies, but it's not 60. So that's like 6 of your houses. 6 of your houses, right? And on the top were painted things because the whole building was artistic, okay? And on the top there were men on horses. That was the paintings because remember, Athena was the god of what? Wisdom and war. Oh, is she a real god? No, there is no real god except our God. It also says that the Parthenon was a very famous building in Athens, Greece. And Athens now is the capital, the capital of Greece. The building obviously is like destroyed today, but you can still see parts of it. They don't use it as a building anymore or a temple or anything like that. But it's just there to remind us of the history. So what did Athena wear? She wore a helmet and she carried a shield that had a gold snake on it, okay? And she always held another statue that meant victory, okay? So obviously the Greeks always thought that they were going to get the victory. But did they always get the victory in war? No. But they did for a very long time. There was a man named Alexander the Great with his dad, Philip, from Macedonia, who conquered a lot of the world. A lot of the world. Okay, even Egypt they had conquered. And they built these cities called, all the cities that a lot of the cities that he conquered, like 20 of them were called Alexandria because his name was Alexander the Great. And that's how, we've talked about this before because that's how a lot of the people started reading the Bible. Because a lot of people knew the Greek language and it was translated into Greek. So a lot of people started reading the Bible that way. The statue of Athena is 40 feet tall. And she's made of gold and ivory. Okay, 40 feet tall this statue was. Okay, in the temple that was 60 feet tall. Okay, so now what you're going to do is, you're going to put Athena in the middle. Okay, so let's put Athena in the middle. If I can get my glue out. There we go. There we go, there we go. And then you're gonna put all the information on these sides. So you can put 2 over here. It doesn't matter the order, and 2 over here. Sorry, my nose is all stuffy. Okay. Oops. I feel like you guys are gonna beat me. My glue is like very slow today. Thank you for watching the video, by the way. I know sometimes the tentacion is to do what? Just get your stuff done. But if you're watching the videos, you're gonna learn more, okay? Because we talk about all different stuff. Okay, there we go. Here is your Parthenon. So what can you tell me about the Parthenon? The Parthenon is a famous building inside of Greece in the capital of Athena, where the god of Athena, the goddess of war and wisdom, had a temple that they used to worship her in. Greeks had gods for everything, okay? The temple was 60 feet tall and the statue was 40 feet tall. She carried Nike, a winged creature that stood for victory. She was made of gold. She was made of ivory. The building is ruined today, but you can still go see parts of it. Okay, there you go. There is your Parthenon. Good job. Have a great day, you guys.